All right, so in this situation, we have a seller who unfortunately ignored my request to ship this game. It's a very rare game, to ship it in a box and shipped it in an envelope instead. An envelope, also known as a bubble mailer. The biggest problem with a bubble mailer is, well, I can feel it right here because I'm touching the edge of, well, we'll see what I'm touching the edge of. Maybe I think it's reinforced with something. We'll see. But without any kind of reinforcement, there's basically nothing between the outside world, and your sort of valuable collectible. And we can see here that this was ripped and multiple signs of impact right there, and pretty much everywhere. I've opened enough really damaged boxes to kind of know that basically it doesn't take much to how do I say this? The kinds of impact that I've seen on boxes when applied to a simple bubble mailer like this that's not really protected at all, it just basically is guaranteed damage. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and open this up. Oh, wow, this bubble mailer is like so weak. But it does have, let's see, here's what it looks like inside there. It does have a couple of pieces, a stolen, a stolen priority mail, kind of a piece of a stolen priority mail box. Oh boy, this is not looking good. So what do we have here? What we have here is Lara Croft Tomb Raider, the Angel of Darkness. We can see right away that there's like some kind of waviness and whatnot to the label. We can see that there's waviness on the back, but we can see also that there's some kind of a large ding right here, like a really deep scratch or something that is like it's very deep damage to the outer case and the art cover as well. And there's a little bit of a ding here also. So the front of it doesn't look terrible, except for the fact that it's sort of, dirty and whatnot. That's not a big deal because I am buying these games to open eventually. The corners have not a ton of wear actually. So honestly, despite the packaging and just the overall appearance of it, if it wasn't for this deep scratch here, right here, I would have probably kept the item. But because of this, it sort of devalues the item to me as a collector. With the damaged case and the damaged front art cover, this becomes a manual and disc only kind of a used copy. It especially with this little ding here on the front too. It really isn't anything that I want to keep. And even though the price for it wasn't exorbitant, like with some of the other games that I've opened that were even worse beat up than this and more expensive, but I am going to try to attempt to return it because honestly, I cannot afford to collect games that are like damaged or defective like this. This is damage. I just really can't afford to keep them because for two reasons. Reason number one is I don't gain any sort of a collector's satisfaction from a damaged copy, and reason number two is let's say I had more than one of these and I opened one of them to play and decided to keep one for another 5 to 10 years to see if the prices go up on them and then resell it. Well, prices are probably going to go up, but and they're already higher than what I paid for this one, but that right there means that the price will most likely stay quite flat for this particular specimen, this particular copy right here. So I think maybe I'll look around a little bit, but I think I'd be better off returning this with multiple waves. It does seem like maybe this has come under some sort of other stress as well that has created these, maybe it was bent, who knows how it was shipped, prior to ending up in the previous owner's possession. But it does look like the case is a little bit deformed as well. It's kind of curved This is not the lens. It's the case. And it happens a lot with these, but not with these keep cases for the PlayStation 2. They do tend to kind of curve a little bit this way. So it's not atypical, but what's somewhat atypical is the kind of a wavy appearance, and I can actually feel it through here. It's not quite right. That's atypical, the wavy appearance of the case itself and the underlying art cover. And again, I probably would have kept that because and open it, but with this scar here, you know, on this ding, again, this is a disc and manual only purchase for me, and that is not what I wanted. I kind of wanted the full game. So yeah, a bit of a disappointment here.